Any student can take Portage Learning courses. We have adult students in all stages of life. We even have high school students who maybe are trying to fulfill a high school requirement or get some college credit, or maybe both through some of our dual enrollment opportunities. A lot of our students are currently attending or hoping to attend various healthcare programs. And then there are some who are just looking for affordable and flexible options for their schooling requirements. A lot of students are looking for online courses to help fulfill prerequisites for a program that they're looking to apply to, or fulfill a co-requisite for a program that they're already enrolled in. Sometimes schools may not offer a particular course that a student is looking to take, either at all or at the given time that the student needs it. The online learning environment can often be advantageous to students with different learning styles. So, for instance, perhaps a student is looking to take a difficult lab course. In a traditional semester, that may be something that is difficult or challenging for them to complete. However, in our asynchronous model, they can complete this at their own pace. They can take the time that they need to study, to really prepare for their assignments or their exams. They can reach out to their professor at their convenience to ask for clarification. And it really gives them that advantage to make sure that they're best prepared for their assignments.
On average, it takes a student roughly 8 to 12 weeks to finish a course, depending on the course topics and whether or not it's a 3 or a 4 credit course. A student who's focused and ready could possibly finish a course in as little up to 4 weeks. Yes, there is no limit. However, we do recommend students only take 1 to 2 courses at a time. It is important to note that both our academic and student services teams are here to help students map out their path to success and recommend the courses that they can take at the same time. So our courses are asynchronous, which means you never have to wait. You can enroll and begin in a course 24/7, 365. So when you're ready, we're ready. There are no assignment deadlines, and what that means is that you will never be rushed to take your exam until you feel comfortable that you have mastered the content. Our courses also contain video lectures. What that enables you to do is to watch and rewatch those lectures as many times as you need until you are comfortable and confident that you've understood the material. What it also means is sometimes those big terms that can come out during a course, if you're ever confused, you can simply activate the closed captioning. You can actually see the term come up on the screen and never be confused exactly what your professor is saying. And because you have direct interaction with your professor, we encourage you, whether it's a part of the lectures or the content that you're reading, whenever you have a question, feel free to reach out to your professor and ask those questions. They're here to provide the feedback and the support that you need.
Each student gets assigned to their own professor within 48 hours of registering for the course. This is a real professor who is an expert in their field and is ready and happy to help you with any questions that you have along the way. You can reach out to them through the messaging system in the learning management system, and they usually respond within 24 business hours when reaching out to them throughout the week.
Our online labs give students the opportunity to see successful demonstrations of the lab content and procedures that are carried out in each experiment. Students get a close-up view of the experiment so they never miss a thing. So if you've ever been sitting in the back of a classroom and you blinked and you missed it, you never have to worry about that with Portage Learning. You can again go back and rewatch an experiment until you've seen every detail that you need to understand the content and the application of what is being carried out. Students are required to keep a lab notebook. We found this enhances their ability to know what the objective, the procedures, and the results of each experiment are. This also helps them organize their notes and leads to a deeper understanding of the material. With our online labs, everything you need to succeed is provided within the course. There are no hidden fees.
No, you cannot at Portage Learning. We feel strongly that the lab component of the course really reinforces what the students are learning in the lecture and written content of the course. This brings the material to life and gives students real-life interaction with how the course content is played out and helps them to really achieve mastery of the course outcomes. At Portage Learning, students take exams through Lockdown Browser. This is a software that keeps students from going to outside browsers while they're within an exam. Additionally, we use Respondus monitoring that records students while they are taking exams. It's very simple. Students do a 360-degree pan of their room. They show their desk or their work area, and it just ensures that their area is clear of any outside material that may not be permitted for use during the exam. The instructors will then review this video after the exam is submitted. This is something that allows us to ensure that the work is the student's work and is done with integrity, but it also allows the student to be able to maintain that level of flexibility that they can continue to take their exams on their timetable and within their schedule. Exams are timed, and that time varies based upon course. That typically mirrors what a student would be given if they were to take the class in an in-person environment. Your assigned instructor will grade all of your assignments and provide feedback when appropriate. If you have any questions at all, you can simply reach out to them through the messaging system, and they're happy to help clarify anything, answer any questions about how to best work through the course, provide study tips, whatever you may need, they're there willing and ready to help. Professors have 72 business hours to grade assignments and provide feedback. However, typically they will respond within 24 business hours, Monday through Friday.
The 48-hour rule simply applies to the time that a student must wait between taking 2 exams. We intentionally keep this time to prevent a student from rushing through a course. We want to ensure that they understand the material and also have that time to receive feedback from the professor to get their questions answered and to make sure that they feel comfortable with the material. So many of our courses are intentionally designed to encourage students to think critically. For example, as a student is progressing through the course, there comes a time where they are given problem set questions. These are questions that are intentionally designed to test the student's understanding of key concepts. If they can answer these questions in their own words, it's a good indicator that they've understood the material. If not, it's a great time for them to go back and review the material or to reach out to their professor and ask them for clarification. So where applicable, some of our courses contain case studies. This is a great way to go from key concepts into real-life application. So this trains students to not only think critically, but also diagnostically about the content before they even enter their program of study.